Hello and welcome to Chat G and G. And just before coming on here, sorry we're late by the way. The daughter said to me, "Can we play a game? What hat is Grizz going to wear today?" She said that. There you go. It's a new hat. She can watch the show and
Soweto.
figure out. How
I
you doing,
bought
Grizz?
this.
You okay?
I bought this from Soweto for equivalent of £1.75.
Wow, not bad at all, mate. Not bad at all.
Mm.
How's things?
Doing
How's
doing
things?
doing well, bro. Doing well. Tired. Like it was such a. I was at the game yesterday. Well, obviously, we're gonna get tucked into later, but yeah, still tired. You know what it's like for us. Well, we've got to our let's say golden ages now. It's not easy, away days or any games that we go to. It takes about a day or so to recover, and I'm at that stage where I needed today to recover. But yeah, nothing better for recovery, nothing better to aid anyone's recovery for that matter than to tune in to Chat G&G. How are we, people? And how are we, Gags?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It was at Cam's daughter's wedding yesterday, so
Many,
I
many
didn't get to watch.
congratulations to Cam. Yep, and his
Absolutely
daughter.
massive, massive congratulations to Cam and his daughter and his family as well. It was a fantastic occasion. Unfortunately, therefore missed some of the game. I watched the good part of the game, the first half. I didn't get to watch the second half and penalties. So, yeah, it was an interesting day indeed. I see there's a major fallout going on in terms of everybody's lost their heads. And so let's cover the. Oh, wow, that's a bit big. We don't want that out there. Need to figure that out for a second. That was a pretty big banger.
Leave
So
it.
yeah, whilst I figure out the styles and stuff, well,
The more it covers our mugs, the better.
no, carry on. Anyway, what are your thoughts on firstly the game? I mean, you've probably covered it elsewhere, but
I enjoyed the game. Yeah, and do you know what, Gags? And I'm not saying this because we lost, because I would have said the same. I tried to be as honest and unbiased as I can. I didn't. It didn't really. I mean, of course, it was a Charity Shield game, but it had the atmosphere of a Charity Shield as well. It wasn't. It wasn't. I didn't really enjoy it. But then our first half performance perked me up a little bit because we made a beautiful start to that game. I thought that opening half an hour we played some. In fact, the first half we played some sublime football, and it was all about the new guys: Frimpong, Kerkez, Ekitike, and Wirtz, and they were the standouts by a mile. They were outstanding, Gags, outstanding.
I really thought they were. I mean, the
They were
start.
outstanding, and it was them four. The rest were 5 to 6s out of tens, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, the first half, literally a game of two halves, to be honest with you. First half should have been more ahead, clear cut, not clear cut chances, but clear control of the game, an understanding of everyone's positions, even though it's a brand new team. Second half, as soon as he made those changes, totally nullified our attack and gave them hope. And they eventually capitalized, even though they didn't win in 90 minutes. I thought in the end we were lucky to survive in the 9 minutes and they go to penalties. And then, penalties. I tweeted it. I said usually the team that looks shattered loses the penalty shootout at extra time. And just like the PSG game, we looked shattered by the time the final whistle went. And I knew we were going to lose the penalty shootout. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. At the end of the day, it happens. I've seen so much fallout afterwards, though.
Mm.
This is the end of the world. We lost a final. That's 2-0, 0 for 2 for Slot. And a lot of the people that are saying these things were screaming for signings, screaming for them, and want new players all the time, Grizz, like all the time.
Mm.
And the only thing that I want to say as a rebuttal to all of it is that if you want a lot of new players, if you want Robbo to be replaced, and we had to replace Trent, if you want new strikers in and Nunes to be replaced, and you want all these players to come into a team, it's not Championship Manager or Football Manager or whatever the hell it's called nowadays. It's not going to just click. right? These things are going to take time. So if you wanted the change, and a lot of us did want players, what you need to also have is patience, because the reality of the situation is that these things are going to take time, and that doesn't mean it's going to take, the whole season. It's going to take weeks, maybe a couple of months. But the point is, they're building this brand new team for 5 years. They're not building it for 5 weeks or for 5 months. It's with a long-term goal, right? So at the end of the day, all I ask from supporters is that are losing it a little bit out there, have some patience. He said right at the end of the game as well, Slot the manager, hey, it's pretty much a brand new back four together. Like, they've never played together before. Frimpong didn't even start most of the pre-season games. It was Bradley, so he's come in to play with some of these guys. And I don't think Slot actually used the same back four the whole pre-season. Maybe, and then until last week, maybe on Monday, but Virgil wasn't there at that point because he was off sick as well. So it's the first time they probably played together in a 90 minutes. At the end of the day, he said the defensive structures and the defensive routine, it's going to take time for everybody to get used to the new players in position and everybody understanding each other. I trust him on that. I think, it takes time. But he inherited a team that understood all of that before.
So look, everything that you've said, just blew my tissue away. Everything that you've said to me sounds like common sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think the same. But then I think to myself, so
what a wonderful world. No,
maybe common sense isn't so common anymore. So because what I saw out there yesterday was a team that's been together for minimum of 12 months, pretty much the same 11, the same tactics. That's come off the FA Cup win, beaten Man City, done very well in the league as well. Playing against a team that has 4 debutants, centre back that's been trained only once or twice this week, has been off ill, and a whole heap of other players that have been given 50 minutes, 60 minutes here and there. It looked like a team that had great individual ability, yet lacked the structure that's required to play or win at the very, very highest level. And you're right, it requires patience. We wanted a whole heap of changes. We want more changes, yet we want everything to be clickety-click. It makes no sense to me, but I'm so tired of arguing and coming across as a preacher. It's just I'm giving my opinion. I'm not preaching. I'm not trying to dictate to how you see Liverpool and how you think. If Arne Slot isn't concerned or worried, he knows he's only had these players for, in Ekitike's case, a couple of weeks, if that. Yeah. And you're absolutely spot on. It's the first time that 11 has played together for 90 minutes or, a duration of a match, whole duration of a match. First time. And yet we performed. By the way, we didn't lose in the 90 minutes. It was 2-2. And we could have easily very won in that first half. Or scored another goal, would have been game over. Virgil makes an absolute atrocious. Virgil, look, we're going to call spade a spade. We're going to get into the individual performances. But overall, I agree with your assessment of the whole situation and the scenario.
We can call people poor, by the way. We can call people had a poor game.
We'll talk about the individuals. We'll get into the individual performances of senior players and the new players. But as a collective, as a whole, Arne Slot, taking all things into consideration, I'm okay. Because as I said in my tweet after the game, we are adding Gravenberch, our starting 6. We are adding a fully fit McAllister who's been out pretty much 4 months. You got to remember, he didn't finish the season as well. 3 months maybe. And we're going to add a certain striker. So that's a minimum of 3 players that we're adding to this team. So I'd say relax a little bit. There's Conor Bradley to come back. I'd say relax and calm down. But that's just me, each to their own. If you want to panic and moan and cry about it, and oh my God, the world's coming to an end, and Liverpool, the season's over before it started, fair play. What's a whoop?
It's like a health track, I think. It's pretty cool.
It's called a whoop?
Yeah, whoop, yeah.
Wait, why don't you tell me these things? You should tell me these things.
I have an Aura ring as well. I have the Apple Watch as well. So yeah, I'm just one of those guys that tracks. Well, I've changed my life in the last few years. Like,
Well, I used to have chaps and bracelets and everything, but
no, no, no. These are more
as I'm getting older, I'm getting more mature and sensible. Whereas you're doing
no, it's not for fashion. This is more tech because I've lost like nearly 30 kgs in the last couple of years. So it's like, it's just a track that's steep and
great gout.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just to make sure I'm getting stronger and stronger. And to be honest, it does a great job. If anybody wants any tech advice on these things, reach out to me. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Insta, whatever. I'm happy to talk about it because I love these things. So anyway, I should do Gags Anfield Index tech channel. So I don't know. I should do something, but yeah. At the end of the day, with what you just said, players having off games, I'd rather them have it in a Community Shield game than the first game of the season, if I'm honest, Grizz. If they're messing up, I'd rather they mess up over there than they mess up over here. We got to play against maybe our next centre-back, who had a really good game, by the way, in Gehi. I thought he was really good. And he was heading loads of stuff out whilst we were in there against him with so he was doing okay, I thought.
No, he was very impressive, very impressive. Yeah, calm, cool, calculated. I can absolutely see why he's the number one choice in terms of centre backs. I can absolutely see it. He reminds me a lot of Joe Gomez. He actually does. Joe Gomez on the ball is underrated, especially when he's at centre back. I know his ability on the ball is subject of suspicion when he's at right back, but when he's at centre back, I think he's very good on the ball. But Gehi was competent, calm, showed leadership qualities. I can see why we want him, and we'll probably end up getting him. For me, the man of the match. I mean, we're going to talk about the Liverpool players and individuals, but overall, my God, Gags. First time I've seen Adam Wharton. No, second time I've seen him live. I saw him at Palace, Liverpool, at Sellers Park. He was immaculate, Gags. He was immaculate. And I really think we should be in for him next season.
I actually think we will be. I think his agent tried to pawn him round, to be honest, this summer as well. I don't think anybody was ready to pay the big bucks. And probably dealing with Palace once a year is enough, really, for Liverpool to do. So I wouldn't be surprised, really, if we went back for him. He had some really good passes.
Put it this way, he should be He should be the first name in the England national team. That's what I'm telling you.
Wow.
After Rice. Rice and him should be the England centre midfield pairing for years to come.
It'd be good. I mean, I'd be. It'd be nice to see him come in, and he was solid enough. I wish he didn't scrape down the side of Frimpong's leg, but apart from that,
No, it was disgusting, but I love a bit of nastiness from my midfielders. Our midfielders didn't scrape no one down the leg side. Our midfielders didn't put in a nasty tackle, and I hate that. I grew up watching Steve McMahon.
Oh man, amazing!
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, wicked. He was into it, man.
Just before my time, I just about remember Ronnie Whelan. I don't remember him.
I don't think he was as hard though.
He could dig in. People would tell you,
but he wasn't a McMahon, like a Souness or a McMahon.
That's my point. Souness, McMahon, Whelan. We had players. Then Deep Mahaman, obviously. We had nasty Masha. So I want my midfielders to be nasty, bro. I ain't got no problem with that challenge.
And Fab was lovely, but he could.
Absolutely. Fab was nasty. I like it. Fab counts as the nasty. So I think we're too nice, Gags. I honestly do. I think we're too.
And he's got a really good question, actually. Belaber or Wharton?
Oh, that's the question all over Twitter. Belaber or Wharton? I mean, can we have them both? Yeah, we've got money. Or any team who's got money should have them both. Because I think they're both absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. And I can't choose, man. I might have to chicken out and not choose.
I mean, if it means Man United don't get him, this game, Belaber, but they'll probably get Wharton next year otherwise. And that's probably even more of a worry.
Yeah. But I love both. Absolutely adore both. I mean, just go for Wharton. Like, literally just the fact that, would he be? No, he wouldn't be homegrown. British quota, no. No. I'll just choose Wharton just by a hair's breadth. You?
I won't belabor, to be honest, but it's probably because I haven't seen much of Wharton. But I'll trust everyone who says Wharton, to be fair, if that's the case, because they've probably watched him more than me.
Yes.
So, you know.
But look,
I'll trust the eyes, but if Liverpool don't go for Blaber, then that makes sense in it, that they might go for the other one. So I trust them.
look, we've started off with a couple of negatives. Let's get into the positives, and there was absolutely positives. Hugo Ekitike.
Amazing. I mean, I just thought the way he linked up with the players in this game, especially what's his name, Wirtz, just amazing. The flicks and the tricks and all of it was fantastic. I thought he was a really, really good first half from him. The finish, the touch and the finish as well, Grizz. That's exactly what we've been missing, man. That type of stuff.
Yeah, look, it reminded me of I don't know if you can relate to what I'm saying. It reminded me of a Bobby Firmino finish. Firmino used to take those finishes nice and early. Obviously, we'd like to hear him to shoot more and score more goals. Obviously, his all-round play was immaculate, but Bobby used to do those finishes. You know that, guys. I don't know if people understand what I mean. Like, make space and sort of, without any power, just sort of caught the keeper off guard, maybe, use the defender as a shield, obscuring the keeper's view, maybe. And it kind of just hit the corner of the net. It ended up being one of those goals where you think, first you think, keeper should have saved that. Then when you watch it back, you think, oh my God, he couldn't have got it more in the corner if he tried, or if he picked it up and placed it there. So yeah, Ekitike was the highlight, and Wirtz, the link-up play between them two was a joy to watch. And again, we have to reiterate, literally the first time they've sit on the pitch together, and the understanding, the telepathic nature of their around the corner passes and laying off each other. There was training grounds. They were like playing 6-a-side football on a big max-a-side, 11-a-side pitch, Gags.
Yeah, we got a glimpse into the future, really. So at the end of the day, this is just with him being here 2 weeks. So imagine what's going to happen, Grizz, when Ekitike has been here for a month or two and really settled with the team and with the players and knows how they run, where they run. Apparently, when I watched him, he was making loads of good runs and he loves coming to the left, doesn't he? Drifting to the left. I wonder whether he's going to start there in some games. I don't know, but, whenever you listen to Isaac do interviews, he's like, I like to play central, but I like to drift to the left. So if Ekitike can move central, if they're both like drifting in and out of the central position, that would also work, if that makes sense, because they both like to drift to the left and then go back central. It could be something that they work on fluidly. I don't know. It's some.
I wouldn't like to see him. So if people are going to say, can he play in the Gakpo role sometimes, I wouldn't like that, because Gakpo was sometimes an auxiliary left back and tracking back with. True,
you don't want your forwards, the strikers, going there.
Right. So Munoz, he was tracking back Munoz, making backtrack runs. I wouldn't want Ekitike.
We'll knock him out. We'll knock him out strikers out if we do that.
Exactly that. So again, I never liked the late Diogo Jota out there. I never liked Nunes out there. The only players that I've always liked out there was Mane, Gakpo, and Diaz in recent times. So I wouldn't like Ekitike out there, to be honest with you. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think Slot will ever play him left wing per se. But starting from a central and drifting out wide is absolutely fine, and I think that would be key. I loved watching them play in that first half, Gags. It was beautiful.
This is a great point.
I really enjoyed it.
Ekitike, Gakpo, and Isaac all like to drift left and cut inside.
Yeah, he'll have to work it out.
Yeah.
There's a bit of, his teething problems. There's a bit of, you're right. Natural inclination for all those players is to do exactly what you said, mate. Exactly what you said. So it's like, it's teething problems. Training ground, coaching. This is what it's going to take. And what does that take? Time. What does it involve? Time. It needs time. So we do. We have to find a balance.
I think so. Wirtz was really good as well. Amazing link up, but again, first half better, I guess. I mean, I only got to watch fully the first half, so I thought he looked great, taking up great positions. I thought Frimpong coming back, especially. I know one of the concerns is that he's so far up the pitch all the time, but I'm sure he's asked to do that. But when he's running back, he's so quick at like getting in and challenging. Right, the stride, like Eze's quick. Didn't even see him coming.
Yeah,
picked him up, picked his pocket, and off he went.
What did we discuss? I remember us discussing in the summer that we have to inject pace into this team. And all 4 players yesterday brought an injection of pace, Gags.
Yeah, absolutely.
The 2 fullbacks who were a revelation. I never thought I'm going to love and enjoy a pair of fullbacks as much as Robertson and Trent ever again. But I have a sneaky feeling we are going to absolutely love these 2. Like Frimpong and Kerkez have the makings of an absolute dynamic duo on the flanks. Again, issues, slight teething problems, positional play, who to pick up, when to bomb forward, do they bomb forward together? All these take time to iron out. All these things take time to iron out. You don't just put the 11 players, bang, 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 different parts of the world, different leagues, come in and expect to play at an elite level. So it will take time, but we saw an inkling of what the future could hold.
By the way, we just want to say this, Ahmed, you might have picked up a Newcastle fan's Twitter on this, but he's actually replied to the Twitter and said, why don't you watch the full interview instead of quoting me wrong? So don't get caught up by Newcastle fans' posts on this. It's incorrect. There's a whole big explanation about it. And if I'm honest, Ben's just repeating exactly the same stuff that he was saying on this call.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's moved.
Nothing's changed. So, yeah, we'll get to Isaac.
Here we go.
We'll get there a bit later. But yeah, sorry, I just thought I'd address it because otherwise the chat's going to go nuts about it all. And there's no point. It's just a non-news day on Isaac.
A resident Elvis Presley looking like he's in the building. He said, big up Gags and Grizz, smash the likes, people. He's not joking. And I've got a fan of my hat. Oh, love this show. Best analysis I've ever seen. Thank you, Andrew. Very kind of you. Very, very kind.
You're very kind, Andrew. Really
Andrew says, love the hat, brother. And then he goes to explain Soweto is the center of South African football. Both Kaiser Chiefs and Orlando Pirates are from Soweto. I'm very strategic. Thank you, Abdul. I bought this from there, and it was told it's a very popular hotbed of football, Soweto. But yeah, fullbacks, tasty, fast, dynamic. We spoke about the Wirtz and Ekitike link up. Shall we start slowly getting into the slight concerns? Maybe.
Oh no, let's do it.
I thought Salah and Virgil, the 2 legends of the club, the most senior players, had stinkers, but it's fine. It's Charity Shield.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Virg hadn't kicked a ball for 10 days in a game because he was off sick. Yeah. So, like I said before, what you just said, if it's a time to have a stinker, it's now. All those people going onto Twitter and onto making decisions and making statements, is this it for Virg? Is this? I mean, guys, come on, man! From one Charity Shield or Community Shield game, you're going to start making crazy statements like that. And Mo, seriously, judge Mo when something matters. Like Premier League games, you see a different Mo Salah. And also, he's also trying to find his space, his spot. If you notice, Frimpong was taking all of his possession down that right-hand side. So Mo needs to figure out where he's going to move now and how he's going to link in with everybody. But honestly, for Mo this season, the focus should be towards creator more anyway, for my liking. Because if he's a striker, if there's other people that can finish better now, and not better than him, but better than what we had before, like Nunes, for example. If there's better now that, people can finish, he needs to be creating way more and getting those goals for them, and then his chances will come. And when they come, we know Mo takes them. So, and don't get me wrong, I think not every team is going to be set up like Palace. By the way, Palace set up really, really well, and they know how to get, points from and end results from big teams. And with us, they just played us like at Anfield and got 1-1. We beat them last year at home and their place, but that was close, very close as well. But at the end of the day, I think like Slot said it post-match, we struggled to score 2 goals against them last year. We really did. We scored 2 today. And we could have scored another one if Mo hit it into one of the corners in the second half. So, because at the end of the day, our attack will be better. We are going to be scoring more. We are going to be creating more. Yes, we have some work to do defensively, but we'll get there. So, I think, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like I said, judging off of one game is crazy. If 10 games in, guys, Virg is having a shit season, Mo's having a shit season, and the team's falling off, that's the time to really be concerned. 10 games is a long time, and you can really turn things around from early season and end up going 5 in a row, and you're like, okay, we're back, sorted. But yeah, I think our pre-season has been also very much, I don't want to use it as an excuse at all, but very much, started late.
Bit of disruptions, obviously.
And we know why. And it's not an excuse, but it's reality. We're probably a little bit behind on fitness because we started, a week or so late, maybe 10 days late. I know people said it's 3 days, 4 days, but I bet you when they started and they came back to training 4 or 5 days in, they focused merely on just getting themselves right mentally, So that stuff's going to be a hangover for the players as well from the start. So let's cut them some slack, lads. This has not been an easy pre-season for Liverpool Football Club. It's not been an easy pre-season for the players. You guys jumping on their backs after one crap game is not going to be helpful when they've gone through a real crap time and a shit time. And we should be supporting them. We said this when Jota passed, immediately after when we first came on this show. We should be backing these players. We should be supporting them. We should be really, really looking after them, not doubting them and going against them so quick. Come on, lads. Slot and girls as well. Sorry, there's probably girls watching too. So anyone, we shouldn't be doing this. This has been a rough time. So get behind them, and show them who we are. We're Liverpool Football Club. We're Liverpool Football Club fans. We're the best in the world.
It's pretty. Look. We know it's pretty much. I don't want to get into a debate about sort of online fans versus match-going fans, but there was huge support, at the match. I don't know. Social media has brought out a level of impatience that I've never ever seen before, and it's not only Liverpool fans. Trust me, every club's fan base is the same. It's mental. But other clubs' fan bases have probably a right to be aggrieved. Look at the state of United. Look at the state of Spurs. Look at the state of Newcastle, for example. Chelsea, what have they done last few years, All right, they won the Club World Cup, and they're claiming that to be a major trophy. Look at Arsenal, for example, not being able to, get over the line. And here we are, Liverpool, awesome business so far. Yes, we need a strong ending, but we've been preaching, sorry to use that word, but we've been saying that we're going to get a strong ending to the window. Premier League champions in his first season, finally got his own players now, his own squad, rebuilt it. Let him work. Why are you shouting and screaming from the rooftops, do this, do that, do that? Don't you ever learn? Do you not ever learn? Like, the guy is just literally second year in his job, getting his players, shelved a lot of important personalities, not only talent-wise, but sort of dressing room personalities, behind the scenes, impact. All these things make a difference. And he'll be fine. He'll come good. He'll be fine. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, and just want to say, Mohammed, thank you so much for the super chat. People are overreacting on Virgil. First 90 minutes he played, he will be back to his best. And we definitely agree with you. He will be. And if he isn't, we'll still support him and hopefully he turns it around. No, appreciate it, Ganto. Thank you, man. You just saying what should be said. It's, oh my God, this is disgusting as well. Why do people do this? Dude, I don't know why they do it. They're harassing Cody on Instagram because of one game. Like, guys, heartless. Some people are heartless, aren't they, online? Because I bet you wouldn't do that in person to them, would you?
Of course they
They'd be
would.
kissing their ass.
Of course they
They'd
would.
be kissing their ass. You want to get something signed? I bet you, and you'd want to sell that signed thing on eBay or somewhere, because that's what you would do. Let's be real. The world, honestly, like you just said, it's a different world, and it's sickening. Hate is prevalent everywhere. I said this with the Trent stuff. I said it as like, I'm just not going to get in the hate. I'm just going to move on with it. Fine, you guys can feel what you want, but this is just another example of players don't play well one game. Folks start turning on them. I know it's just online fans, Grizz, and they represent us though. Online fans represent us, and we can talk about Palace as well, like the one fan or the two fans that represented Fat Palace yesterday and booed or spoke through the Jota stuff. At the end of the day, it's two fans. You can't say it's all Palace fans. Slot was so classy, man, with his response. Absolute class. So when you go and you start swearing at people online, why are you calling all? But this is how you make a war online. Like, don't say all Palace fans. Say those for Palace fans that did it are dickheads. Like, you say whatever you want about them. Not all, though. It wasn't all. There was people telling them off. Have we not talked about the Palace fans that were telling them off?
So I was there, and I was quite close to it, right? And there's loads of different theories flying about, and maybe some misconceptions. It wasn't a lot of fans, right? But what made it worse was everyone else got involved, and then it was made to look even worse than it was. And I think that's what that's what Slot was trying to allude to.
By the way,
yeah, that's what Slot was trying to allude to. That it was. I mean, I don't know how many out of 82,000, maybe it was 40, 30.
No, but it was. It was audible on TV, bro.
But it got worse. What I'm saying is, it got worse.
Oh yeah, because people were telling him to show him out. Yeah,
and then what happens when you're 99%? I'm 100%. No, I'm 99%. I'm 100% sure. 99%. I'm 100% sure that they were intoxicated. And when you're intoxicated and you're being told off, then you tend to react.
Let me just say, regardless if they're intoxicated, absolute knobheads. The guys who did it, like, not making
ban them. Recognize them. Get them on face recognition. Get them. There's cameras everywhere. Get them out. Get them banned.
And Ali's got it right. Some Palace fans were a disgrace. Absolutely how I would say it. Not all, though. So at the end of the day, just wanted to cover it off and say, those people that did do that, you have absolutely no respect. The people that are arguing that it was in response to Liverpool booing the national anthem, go and educate yourselves on why Liverpool do that and Liverpool fans do that, because you'll understand and it'll actually make a lot of sense to you. I'm not going to go through it. Go and Google it and find out. And I'm sure Palace fans aren't watching this anyway. But respect to the Palace fans that are awesome, because they are. And they make a great atmosphere. They make a great day out for people. And they had a great day yesterday. Congratulations to you all. No hard feelings. But the idiots that ruin it for everybody else and get abused, so everybody gets abused, those are the 2 or the 3 or the 4, however many that need to hand their head in shame more than anyone else.
No,
but don't be
we shouldn't give them. Yeah, the more we speak about it, we shouldn't even give them any airtime.
We should address it though, and
we addressed it.
We should be absolutely fair for the good Palace fans. Like I want people to not, like we're just talking about Liverpool fans that are idiots. Me and you aren't those idiots. The people watching this aren't those idiots that go and abuse players. So we deserve to be stood up for, like they do. Like, don't tar us like those idiot Liverpool fans. Would never want anyone to do that to us guys, because we just wouldn't abuse these players. Like, we would say on a show that they were rubbish, but we're not going to go and tell them or tweet them or say it, like...
No, nothing personal. No, never at them, never abuse. Just, you're a bit stinker today, and that's fine. Like, what? The human beings. The season hasn't officially started. If they have stinkers against Bournemouth and we end up losing, then hey, temperatures can rise a little bit. But my God, temperatures are risen enough, guys.
I don't know. My temperatures are risen there, mate. Bloody hell.
Do you know what I mean?
Didn't plan.
Look, it was what it is. Look, when it got to the penalty shoot, I ended 2-2. I knew we were going to lose the penalty shootout. I don't know if you want to discuss the penalties. I thought they were atrocious. Most penalty. So there's a talking point.
Mo and his penalties. Take him off. Penalties. No, So you know what I would say? He gets one more chance at a penalty in the Premier League, and if he scores it, he's on him. But if he misses that, he'll make 3 in a row. I reckon you get him taken off, Honestly, 3 in a row would be bad.
I think if Szoboszlai is in the team and if Gakpo's in the team, they should be our penalty takers. I think they are 2 cleanest strikers of a ball. We'll give them to him. He has to learn the ropes yet.
What do you mean? Nobody takes it from there for them.
Okay, but there's he's at Liverpool Football Club. Like respect. Yeah, respect.
Yeah, when he's at Liverpool Football Club.
No. When he's at Liverpool Football Club, you don't walk into Liverpool
and just take it. Yeah.
Yeah. So respect. Yeah. Yes, he's behind. I'd give it to Dom or Gakpo, whoever's playing. Look, Salah's my guy.
Salah's everyone's guy, man.
Salah's everyone's guy. So we are allowed to have a opinion on him. That might not, go with.
Well, let's do the same as what we did for Verge. It's pre-season. He's probably too relaxed and blasting him.
If I don't like him, I've never liked him taking penalties.
What you want? He's got a great record.
People that have been following and subscribing to me will know. I've always said no to Salah.
But he's got a great record.
I never want him to take penalties.
He's got a great record apart from in friendlies. I mean, he's 0 for 2.
He has got a great record, right? But a lot of top strikers and forwards have great records when it comes to penalties because penalties aren't hard for a top world-class international. I'm sorry to put it out there. Penalties isn't hard for a world-class, elite level players. So he's got a great record, but then again, so has everyone of that level.
Let's just say, have you ever seen anyone with a 100% record on penalties?
He's got 87% now.
No, but has anyone got 100%?
Didn't Letitia have 100%?
One player came to your mind.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, no, I agree. No one, I don't want him to. I don't expect him to have 100%.
90% is good. 87 to 90% is a great record. Was Milner 100% really?
I don't think so.
Wow, if that was true. Bruno has a great... He's missed, though. What was I going to say? There was something here that I saw. Oh, okay. Let's move